Daily Meditations of Pope Benedict XVI, presented by Leonardo Defilippis of St. Luke Productions.
The power of confession. People talk about Christianity having burdened people with guilt and having tried to use this as a lever to oppress them. Well, of course, such a misuse of guilt feelings may occur. But it is worse to extinguish the capacity for recognizing guilt, because man then becomes inwardly hardened and sick. Just think a stage further, to an intensified form of the inability to recognize guilt. The capacity to recognize guilt can be tolerated and properly developed whenever there is also healing, and healing in turn can only exist when there is absolution. Psychotherapy can indeed do a great deal to help us perceive defective connections in the psychical structure and to help us put them right, but it cannot overcome guilt. At that point, it has passed beyond the limits of its own capabilities, and that is why it so often fails. Only the sacrament, the authority from God, can truly overcome guilt. We must admit in any case that in our individualistic age, it has become enormously difficult for people to cross the threshold of personal confession. But where the spirit of faith is leading us, then it can be learned anew. Above all, because this is not an admission of guilt before men, but before God, and because it ends with the word of forgiveness, and perhaps also with advice that will help us to overcome the after effects of guilt.
This meditation is taken from Benedictus, published by Ignatius Press and Magnificat, and produced by St. Luke Productions. Learn more at stlukeproductions.com.